all I can say is most of my opponent they can easily say something before the fight. I mean, that's usually that what I heard from them, that I'm easy opponent, I'm easy to beat. But the thing is, when we get to the ring, it change. It will change the way it is. And that's the thing.
Manny has a lot of experience, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself.
I'm enjoying the way I'm excited. In fact, I'm excited to go back to the Philippines and go straight to the gym and training and focus my training, focus for the fight. And I just want to make sure that the fans will not be disappointed on that night.
During an intense live press conference, Manny Pacquiao issued a fierce challenge to his longtime adversary, Floyd Mayweather Jr., boldly proclaiming his readiness to shatter Mayweather's pristine unbeaten streak. The legendary Filipino champion expressed unwavering confidence in his ability to defeat Floyd in their upcoming encounter.
I'm so thankful of what he said, because it gave me more motivation, determination to focus more and to prove that at age of 40, I feel like 29. But this is fun.
The boxing legend reveals he's genuinely thriving in his comeback to the sport despite being in his late 40s, explaining that his deep love for boxing continues to fuel his motivation daily. Pacquiao shares that resuming his training regimen has rekindled the same thrill and enthusiasm he experienced during his prime fighting years.
I just give you this passage of verses in the Bible. This in Jeremiah 9, verse 23-24, it says, this is what the Lord says, let not the wise boast about their wisdom, or the strong boast about their strength, or the rich boast about their riches. But let the one who boast about this, that they have the understanding to know me, that I am the Lord who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness on earth. For in this I delight, declares the Lord.
According to Pacquiao, this long-awaited rematch is happening now because both warriors believe they remain in excellent condition to perform at elite levels. Since Mayweather has emerged from retirement following several years without sanctioned professional bouts, the timing has finally aligned for these two legends to settle their unfinished business once and for all.
Why is now, 11 years after the first fight, why is now the right time for this rematch?
It just happened that I'm still active in boxing, and he come out from retirement, so and he decided to do it again. So this is it. Like I'm so excited for the fight.
It's going to be in the Sphere. It's going to be a first of its kind event. The last time you and Mayweather stepped into a ring, it was 2015, over a decade ago. Is there anything you can learn from that fight heading into September's bout?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot on that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now, and how to handle it, and I hope that it will not happen again, like the way it is last 2015. It's the experience is like not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition, and also for everything.
Manny reflects on their initial encounter with Mayweather, admitting that he believed his performance warranted victory despite not being at his optimal physical condition during that bout.
Best.
Floyd in the ring that night, did you feel handicapped where you couldn't throw with that, that hand?
I feel like, disappointed in myself, because when I'm throwing punches in the fourth round, because he's leaning on the rope, and attacking him, starting my pressure to him. But I feel like when I throw my hands, I feel like I cut my hands. I feel like I don't have my right hand. So
Got it.
So
you're basically fighting with one arm, one hand,
yes,
right?
So and then I feel no pain because of, I think because of your adrenaline is high. So, but I feel like I don't have a arm in my. I feel like it's cut.
Cut off.
Yeah, cut off.
I
Yeah,
got it.
in my
So
right hand.
despite that,
Looking ahead to their rematch, Pacquiao expresses his desire for both combatants to enter the squared circle in absolute peak form, ensuring the final result truly demonstrates their authentic skills and capabilities.
For everything, like I'm so excited and ready to the fight. Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. Like this is what I'm waiting for.
Manny, you mentioned not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were
Yes,
fighting
yes,
through, popped up during training? To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. Like I feel like I'm still young. I mean, nothing changed.
Despite battling through a severe shoulder injury during their first meeting, Manny Pacquiao remains convinced he performed well enough to defeat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in that historic clash. Pacquiao has consistently maintained that he unleashed more punches and connected with cleaner, more effective shots throughout their entire battle. He continues to argue that from his perspective, he earned the victory regardless of the judges, ultimately awarding Mayweather a unanimous decision triumph.
despite that, did you feel like you still won the fight on points because he ran from you so much?
When I reviewed the fight, I threw a lot of punches than him, and then I connected more than he connected. But you know, like I said, I know how to accept loss, and I respect the decision of the judges.
Do you? But you still thought, you said after the fight, you thought you
In
won.
my heart, if you ask me, of course, I still believe that I won the fight.
Okay. So tell us, what do you think of Floyd Mayweather Jr. out of the ring, just as a person? How do you view him?
Well, it's for me, it's not good for him that he won like that, and the people that there's a big question in the minds of the fans. Big question because of that controversial decision. Although I'm not complaining that what's happening, but I respect like I said, I respect the decision of the judges. But in my belief, in my heart, that I thought I won the fight.
Floyd has consistently demonstrated unwavering self-assurance, particularly regarding his memorable showdown with Manny Pacquiao. During previous media appearances, Mayweather characterized their 2015 encounter as a straightforward victory, claiming he thoroughly dominated Pacquiao through his exceptional defensive skills and superior ring intelligence.
I'm not going to say he's right, and I'm not going to say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million.
Who did?
I mean, you know, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus because we don't do that.
I'm about to give you $4 million for saying your name.
He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember, I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Yeah.
He said my name, and I said, you know, you in the wrong. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao when he got upset a few times when he said, "Oh, Floyd, you using my name, But remember, he got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy? Absolutely.
He wasn't easy.
Okay, so 10 rounds to 2 ain't easy?
It was a good fight. Like, yeah.
10 rounds.
Floyd has consistently challenged Manny Pacquiao's comeback efforts from the beginning, cautioning that it could potentially damage his established reputation while implying that financial considerations are driving his return.
Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad, that he has to fight.
However, Roy Jones Jr. recently sparked fresh controversy by challenging Floyd Mayweather's legacy, implying his victory over Manny Pacquiao lacked true significance. Jones insinuated that Pacquiao was in poor physical condition during their fight, raising questions about the legitimacy of Floyd's accomplishment.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money.
Pacquiao has frequently acknowledged that while he and Mayweather Jr. maintain one of boxing's most iconic rivalries, he continues to hold respect for Mayweather as a person beyond their professional competition. Pacquiao clarified that boxing represents their career, and after any fight concludes, there should always be genuine mutual respect between two dedicated athletes who have committed their entire lives to mastering this demanding sport.
Do you want the rematch in part? How do you view him just as a person, not about the fight, but you've expressed before that you never really liked what he stood for outside the ring as a person, and you would like to defeat him because of that. Is that fair to say?
I'm what I see him outside the ring is you know, of course I don't want to blame him, but the way he grow with the wrong community, I mean, like, and you have to know how to respect and how to, you know, not too arrogant or anything. I'm not saying that, but you know, sometimes bad company corrupt good character.
For almost 10 years, passionate fans have continuously demanded a rematch between these two icons. Both fighters have occasionally tantalized audiences with subtle hints through mysterious interviews or orchestrated public encounters, yet nothing definitive ever developed into reality until this moment. The question remains why Mayweather isn't consistently ranked among the top 5 fighters.
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight.
Manny, who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought, you think?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, what else? Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. How is that? I mean, you know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. You know, the fight is boring. Like, that's not the fans expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter.
Netflix has now made the fight official through their verified social media channels. The streaming giant announced Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, declaring that 2 of boxing's most legendary figures will clash again in the inaugural professional boxing event at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Saturday, September 19th, streaming live worldwide exclusively on Netflix. Fan excitement is building rapidly for this spectacular matchup. One enthusiastic supporter commented that this is absolutely the perfect venue for such a fight, providing global reach and an incredible setting at the Sphere for 2 legends to compete, arguing that anyone criticizing this event is missing the point and should simply appreciate what promises to be a massive spectacle bringing tremendous exposure back to boxing.
Hearing from reliable sources that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, yes, more than 10 years later, a rematch is being seriously discussed to take place next year on Netflix. And Netflix, of course, is very much into eventizing these, whatever they put on, whether it's boxing or tennis. And so far, they've done Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. They just did Canelo against Crawford. And obviously, a rematch between Mayweather and Pacquiao, even at this stage, would classify as a big event for Netflix. And I think there's a real possibility this is going to happen. Mayweather is now 46, I believe. And Pacquiao's around the same age. But look, this was the biggest fight in boxing history when it happened. And I think all these years later, a rematch, if it happens, especially after the way Pacquiao looked in July against Barrios, there would be serious interest.
The highly anticipated rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao transcends typical boxing promotion, evolving into a massive commercial entertainment spectacle for Netflix. Rather than following the conventional pay-per-view model that generated enormous revenue from their initial 2015 encounter, this sequel will stream live worldwide on Netflix for their over 325 million subscribers without additional fees, vastly expanding the potential viewership. This approach aligns with Netflix's aggressive expansion into live sports programming, leveraging their enormous subscriber network to maximize engagement, sponsorship opportunities, merchandise revenue, and global brand exposure surrounding the event, instead of depending on individual purchase transactions. Netflix expects to gain substantial long-term commercial benefits through increased subscriptions and enhanced brand recognition, transforming this rematch into more than just an athletic competition, but a calculated business venture.
For the streaming giant.
When people say the biggest fight in boxing history, if you don't adjust for inflation, et cetera, or tickets sold, et cetera, Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the rematch, Ali and Frazier, the first fight, these were the biggest fights in boxing history. But Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time. Because it had 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right? It's interesting because Netflix is obviously in the business of, you said, eventizing. Yes. Everyone, they want enormous events that become shared experiences. In a way, in this day and age, partly because of delivery systems of content like Netflix, everything is so niche. Everything is so compartmentalized that there's very few shared experiences. It's one of the reasons that the NFL is such a big deal.
Considering the NFL regularly attracts tens of millions of viewers, many boxing enthusiasts and expert analysts have expressed considerable doubt about Manny Pacquiao's ability to defeat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in their potential rematch, primarily due to concerns about Pacquiao's recent ring performance following his return. After spending 4 years away from professional boxing, Manny Pacquiao staged his highly anticipated comeback, but his showing against WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios generated mixed reviews from observers. Despite being 46 years old, Pacquiao demonstrated glimpses of his legendary skill and determination, yet he appeared to lack the precision and explosive power that previously established him as one of boxing's most dangerous competitors. The fight concluded in a majority draw and revealed moments where Pacquiao was outmaneuvered by his younger, more active opponent, and although he connected with meaningful punches, his timing and speed appeared reduced compared to his championship prime. What was intended as a glorious return instead emphasized the physical challenges that advancing age and prolonged absence from elite competition inevitably create, serving as a reminder that even the greatest athletes must confront natural limitations as they grow older.
Won the fight, Manny?
Coming back and doing that tonight, you proved a lot of doubters wrong tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm still kicking. I'm still okay. My condition. I'm so thankful to God because of the strength and good health.
Message for the Latino.
It's not for me, but for God who give me the strength. I'm still here being to give inspiration to the boxing world. I'm also you guys. You're a big part and big help to the boxing community to promote the fights and like that. And so thankful. Let's keep it up. Thank you.
Do you think you'll fight again at the end of the year? Can you get the rematch?
Freddie Roach recently delivered a confident prediction regarding Pacquiao versus Mayweather 3, addressing both fighters' underlying motivations by stating that defeating Floyd would allow them both to retire and conclude their careers on a high note, acknowledging Mayweather as one of the world's elite fighters who earned the decision in their previous encounter. Roach described that decision as extremely close despite Manny's shoulder injury, boldly claiming that a completely healthy Pacquiao would dominate Mayweather in their rematch. Roach envisions this potential rematch as the ideal conclusion to both legendary careers, firmly believing that a fully recovered Pacquiao possesses all the necessary skills to overwhelm Mayweather in a genuinely competitive battle. This represents a powerful statement from Roach, who feels that victory would leave nothing more to accomplish, allowing both warriors to retire gracefully with their reputations secure, provided Pacquiao emerges victorious.
Is that a fight that your team wants, Freddie?
Definitely. That would be a fight we would want. I would like to get that one back one more time. I know we can do much better. We had an injury in that fight, but regardless, we lost a close decision. I know Manny can do much better than that, and I really think Manny can knock him out.
Really? Right. Like you said, Manny had an injury last time. Now, Floyd hasn't fought in a little bit. He's 42 years old. Manny looks sharp. So you think Manny would knock Floyd Mayweather out in the rematch?
Yeah, Floyd's last couple of fights against a kickboxer and whatever the other guy was. He wasn't too impressive, and I, I think it's a good time to catch him right now. It's kind of disappointing that he didn't stay for the decision and let Manny call him out. He went home quickly.
Was Manny going to call out Floyd?
That's the one he and I won, and I'm sure he would have, yes.
Roach has openly claimed that one of the primary factors preventing the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight from materializing for years was Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s apparent hesitation to face Manny Pacquiao due to concerns about risking his unblemished record. According to Roach, Mayweather imposed excessive requirements regarding drug testing protocols and various other stipulations that deliberately delayed negotiations, describing many of these demands as tactics to avoid the confrontation. Roach also suggested that Mayweather only agreed to their original bout because of overwhelming media attention and public demand, indicating that Mayweather never genuinely desired to compete against his legendary counterpart. Roach has consistently argued that Pacquiao's exceptional abilities and dangerous fighting style were the real reasons why Mayweather postponed committing to this historic matchup for such an extended period.
Do you think Floyd is scared to fight Manny?
Well, he's 42 now, and Manny's a fresh 40. I, I, I think he's ducking us right now. Yeah, I mean, because you don't hear no negotiations, no nothing, no rumors. He's being very, very quiet right now.
Wow. Okay. If Floyd is watching this, Freddie, what is your message to him?
The contracts are there. All you have to do is sign them, son.
Are you hopeful that it will happen? Do you think there's an actual chance that it will happen?
I do think it could happen. Yes, it's probably not till next year. But the thing is, it is a big fight out there, and again, a fresh Manny with no injuries. I love that fight.
Well, as a boxing fan, I would be really excited to see Manny get another crack at Floyd healthy. I think, clearly he was inhibited, with the shoulder last time.
Pacquiao has definitively stated that his complete focus now centers on boxing rather than political pursuits. After withdrawing from his political involvement, including a recent unsuccessful campaign for a Senate position in the Philippines, Pacquiao declared that his political chapter has ended permanently, with his entire attention now directed toward his ring comeback. Pacquiao stressed that he deeply missed competitive boxing and that returning to active competition has reignited his genuine passion for the sport. Instead of balancing political aspirations with athletic goals, he intends to dedicate himself completely to training, competing, and enhancing his boxing legacy in the sport that defines him. The Filipino icon emphasized his commitment to delivering his absolute best performance in the ring while completely abandoning any thoughts of returning to political life.
We want to know, do you plan to return to politics, or is boxing now your focus for the next few years?
First of all, I would like to congratulate all the fighters, the Filipino who won the fight tonight. I'm proud of them, being a Filipino. And also, this is all I can say, that Pacman is back and the journey will continue. And about politics, forget about politics. I'm a private citizen right now. I want to live simple life, be giving inspiration and to help. I'm still helping other people, and that's my heart, to leave a legacy, because I always say this to everyone, the Filipino, especially the Filipino people. I want to create a legacy that I can leave behind when we're gone, because we're not forever in this world. We're just passing by.
What are your thoughts on all the excitement and anticipation surrounding the Mayweather versus Pacquiao rematch? Share your opinions in the comments section.